Here's the rule. The one rule that you need for acing life. Always do what's emotionally most difficult. Always do the thing that's emotionally most difficult to do in whatever situation you find yourself in.
If he's smart, if he mobilizes, if he starts to take action, if he puts in the hard work that's necessary. So it's not hopeless for this bird. It's not hopeless. It's simply that it's going to be difficult. It might be extremely difficult, the place that you're in right now, to dig your way out and to move forward up to that happy place that you want to be. But that amazing life that you want, that's still something that's on the table for you, even though winter has come. So it's not hopeless. But the real problem is that right now you lack the psychological resources necessary to actually go out there and seize it. So that's what I want to give you here today. I want to show you how to develop those psychological resources. Because right now, honestly, the things that you're really missing are you're missing motivation, you're missing willpower, you're missing faith, and you're missing confidence in yourself. These are the core things that you're missing that you're going to need. Now, to you, it might sound...
This is completely outside most people's realities. And it's a real shame because this one habit, if they did it every day, would completely transform the success that they get in their life, their level of happiness, and really their entire worldview. Something this simple could just completely revolutionize your whole life. And yet you don't do it. And even after I tell you all this, you still won't do it. Because your emotional weasel mind doesn't like the emotional challenge of sitting there and being bored out of your mind and not doing anything. Your emotional weasel mind tells you, hey, we need to go do stuff. Let's go to that party. Let's go read a book. Let's go watch a movie. Let's go talk to our friends. Let's go post some stuff on Facebook, whatever. That's what it does. And resisting that is exactly what I'm talking about here. It's difficult. When you're presenting information to people, the emotionally difficult thing to do is to present the facts objectively without exaggerating them. In business, the emotionally difficult thing to do is to create lots of value, massive quantities of value for people without asking for payment in return. Most people cannot wrap their mind around this. This seems very counterintuitive to them. They only want to work and do an output of massive value only if there's a prospect of massive payment in return. And so they are never able to start a successful business. In taking a self-help program, the emotionally difficult thing to do is to actually sit down and do every assignment and exercise that you were told in the program, rather than just skipping through them and telling yourself that, oh, I'll just do it some other day. In spiritual work, if you're a spiritual person, if you have spiritual ambitions, the emotionally difficult thing to do there is to admit your own wishful thinking. It's to say, oh, all my ideas about spirituality, what it is and how it works, complete fiction, complete nonsense, complete bullshit.
You need to surrender yourself here. Not surrender your life. What I'm talking about is surrender to the emotional labor. There's work involved. You probably know how much work is ahead. For example, I knew how much work was ahead when I needed to lose a lot of weight. But I surrendered myself to that. After mobilizing, what's nice is that when you accept the challenge, when you accept the pain, you say, you know, fuck it. I'm just going to do whatever it takes. Literally anything I'll do. And then that's not just words, but you actually go out and follow it up with action. You actually realize that you don't need the end result right now to feel happy. You don't need to wait a year to lose all that weight. You don't need to wait 2 years to fix your money problems. just by starting to mobilize and to take that massive action, already you're going to start to feel a lot of relief. You're going to start to feel better than you felt in a long, long time. Because you've surrendered to the emotional labor. And that's really what you're resisting right now. You're trying to weasel your way out of it. I know it. I do it too. We all do it.
And the trick about it is that it's a very counterintuitive thing. Counterintuitive. Living a good life is counterintuitive. Remember that. That means you have to go against what the herd is doing, against the grain of what most people do in society. The problem is, and this takes a lot of personal development work to finally start to appreciate and become aware of, is that the way that your mind is designed to run is that your emotional system is rigged to unconsciously pursue comfort. And basically what you're doing in your entire life, we could sum up your whole life this way, is that you're like a weasel, trying to weasel your way in for emotional security and comfort. That's all you basically want out of life. Emotional security and comfort, and you're not conscious that you do this.
To deal with this pain, to accept it and to take it on as a challenge. That's what it's going to take. So whatever your challenge is right now, think of it in your head. Money, relationships, how you feel about yourself, whatever it is. I want you to draw a line in the sand. We're drawing a line in the sand right now, right here. You and me, right? We're doing this for you. We're drawing a line in the sand, and once we draw that line in the sand, you're going to step over that line, and you're not going to come back. By stepping over this line, what you're saying to yourself is that you are mobilized, that you are willing to take on the pain, the emotional labor that's going to go into that. You know what I mean by emotional labor, right? Emotional labor is all that work that you're going to have to do that's not going to feel very good in order to really build yourself up. So when that squirrel was running around worrying about the winter, gathering all those acorns, doing all that hard lifting and pushing and collecting and storing, that was emotional labor for him. Now you're going to have to do that. Are you ready? All right, I want you to draw a line in the sand, and I want you to say this with me. I am a force. I'm a force to be reckoned with. And I have resources within me that I can't even consciously tap right now. But I know that they're in there. And I'm going to tap into it now, because this depression that I've been under, this way that my life has been going, this rut that I've been in, no more of that. I don't want to do that anymore. That's too painful. In fact, that's more painful than if I just accept the pain and take on the challenge of mobilizing myself to fix this. And I'm going to fix it through brute force. I'm going to brute force it. There's not going to be any weaselly little solutions. I'm not going to wait for some magic to happen or the perfect time to come next year for me to do whatever I need to do to lose that weight, or to fix my health, or to get that relationship handled, or to get the money situation handled. Now through brute force, it's going to happen. Now through massive action, it's going to happen. And I will do anything to make it happen. Absolutely anything I'm willing to do. What does it take? Tell me what it takes. I'm going to do it. What does it mean? Does it mean that I have to go to the gym every single day for 2 hours? I will do it. Does it mean I need to move to a different city, a different state, a different country? I will do it. Does it mean I need to go find a new job? Maybe I need to find 3 new jobs? I will do it. Does it mean I need to break off this relationship and get a divorce? I will do it. What does it take? Tell me what it takes. I'm willing to do anything, absolutely anything. I will literally work myself dead before I surrender. And I'm stepping over the line.
Always do what's emotionally most difficult. Always do the thing that's emotionally most difficult to do in whatever situation you find yourself.